Hey everybody, welcome back to my kitchen. Today we're going to go back to my southern roots on my mom's side of the family, and I'm going to do a southern corn casserole. Now some of you might know it as a southern creamed corn pudding, scalloped corn, or even sweet corn spoon bread. But my mama potter always called it southern corn casserole, and that's basically what I've called it. So I'm going to put all the ingredients down below, but I'm going to tell you we're going to use a can of corn, a can of creamed corn, some salt, half cup of flour, half a cup of cornmeal, 2 eggs, and a little bit of sugar. Most of the time you'll see this made with, that Jiffy cornbread, the yellow sweet cornbread. It's not cornbread to me, that's cake. But this corn casserole, you do want a little bit of sugar in it to give it a little bit of flavor, a little bit of sweetness. So if you want to use the Jiffy mix, you can use the Jiffy mix in lieu of the cornmeal, the flour, the salt, and the sugar, because it'll all be in there. Now I'm using self-rising cornmeal and self-rising flour. If you weren't using that, you'd want to use some baking soda. I'll put that in the recipe down below so you'll have it, but it's already in mine, so I'm not worried about that. So what I'm going to do is start with, I'm going to mix together my dry ingredients, which is my flour and my cornmeal, and salt. We're going to use about 3/4 of a teaspoon. That's my oven. It's heated up. That tells me we're ready to go in, and I heated it to 350 degrees. So we're going to cook it at 350 degrees. And can't even speak. We're going to cook it in a 350 degree oven. And I've totally lost where I was. I got my dry ingredients. There we go. Flour, cornmeal, salt, and the sugar is just about a little less than 1/4 of a cup of sugar. I still don't want it real sweet. I just want a little bit of sweetness in there. So let me mix that all together. I'm going to set this aside. So basically this is, if you're going to use the Jiffy cornbread mix, there it is. It's not cornbread mix, it's cake mix. Okay, so in this bowl, I've got 10 tablespoons of melted butter. To that, I'm going to add my creamed corn. And it's just a regular size 14.75 ounce can, regular size can of corn. I'm going to put in about a cup of sour cream. So put that in there. Maybe a little bit more. Just give it a little tanginess, a little creaminess. And we're going to put in 2 eggs. Lost my towel. Let's stir that all together. Make sure you bust up those egg yolks. Now you might find it easier to do the sour cream, the butter, excuse me, and the eggs first. I've always just done it this way. I put the corn in all at the same time, get it all mixed together. There we go. Got a nice mixture of all the corn in there and the creamed corn. Not thinking good today. I think I didn't have my coffee. Now this would be usually where you would stop. You put in your dry mixture into this and bake it. I knocked it up a little bit. I put in a can of green chili peppers. That's a 4 ounce can. I just like the flavor. It's not real hot. These aren't spicy, these are mild. I just like the flavor it gives to it. And I put about a cup of a combination of Monterey Jack and cheddar cheese in here. Get these things out of the way. And we're going to mix that all together before we put in the dry mixture. Okay, so that's all come together. Now we're going to put in our dry mixture, put it all in at once. And it is going to be a little bit soupy, a little bit creamy. But as it bakes, that cornmeal and that flour is going to glutenized. It's going to come together and make a nice little souffle for us. Some people even call it souffle, corn souffle. Okay, it's all together there. I'm going to get my 9x9 casserole dish, and I'm just going to lightly spray it. I'm going to do it over to the sink. Okay. I always do it over the sink, that way any spray doesn't get on the floor, and then I follow my rear end. Now let's get rid of this spatula. Put all this in here. Most of the time you'd see this in a Southern kitchen on a holiday, Christmas, Thanksgiving, Easter. I love corn casserole, so you're gonna see it in my house just about any time. Just gonna smooth it out a little bit there. Now if you wanted, you could put a little more cheese across the top. I don't do that, but you could do that. You could also change it up a little bit, like where I added the cheese and I added the peppers. You could put in bacon, you could put in green onions. You can change it up and make whatever flavors you like that you and your family like. Like I said, we're gonna put it in a 350-degree oven. We're gonna cook it about 45 minutes. As you know, everybody's oven's different, so let's check it at about 35, 40 minutes and see if it's done, if it needs to come out, if it needs a little bit longer. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it in, and we will be back in about 45 minutes. See you then. Okay, everybody, we're back. It's been about 45 minutes. I'm going to take out the corn casserole. Get it out of the oven. There we go. As you can see, it's just a little browned on top. Nice. You can see the corn came up to the top. You can see some of the peppers at the top. It is hot. I'm going to try it so y'all can see that it's good. Take a little corner piece here. This is where I burn my face every time. It's nice and creamy. That is delicious. Nice and creamy. I can taste the pepper through it. Got a little bit of the cheese, the cornmeal. It's nice and light, kind of like a pudding, a little soft, like a soft bread. It's delicious. And yes, I'm burning my face. You guys are gonna love this. I'm gonna put the recipe down below. Give it a try, let me know what you think. Whether you call it sweet corn spoon bread, scalloped corn, Southern cream corn pudding, or Southern corn casserole, doesn't matter. It is delicious. Try it from scratch. If you don't want to try it from scratch, you can buy the Jiffy corn bread mix. I hope you enjoy my channel. If you do, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell. That way you'll get a notification every time I put up a new video. I appreciate you guys so much for watching my videos. I'm trying to answer every one of your comments. I love you all. Take care. Have a blessed weekend. Bye-bye.